You can see right here that's a support that it did act as support back in late July, early June resistance, and now we're back at that level, this vicinity here. Ladies and gentlemen, Kim here. Welcome to the daily update. Hope you guys had a good day trading. Today, market is down about 0.6% there. On the S&P Nasdaq, 1% negative. Semiconductor did get hit harder. Dow 0.5. Russell 2000 transport banks. These guys are all red today. Looks like energy and the utilities only sectors with the green numbers today. Biotech, healthcare, home builders, retail, emerging market. These guys are red. Bitcoin down. Gold, silver, miners are also down. A dollar flat. Oil up. Treasury bond down. VIX popped a little bit. Let's do the S&P 500 ETF. Spider. 65-minute chart here. So this is what we closed on Friday, and that looks like we actually saw a down gap this morning, and you can see right here. And that down gap after a huge downturn on Friday, looks like that down gap was quickly filled. Not quickly, I mean, it took about 4 hours though. Obviously, it would have been better for the bears if that gap remained open. However, bulls were able to kind of get it up a little bit, fill that down gap. And so, what happens once the gap gets filled, it's gonna act as instant resistance. And as you can see right there, so once that gap got filled, that level did act as a resistance last 3 hours. And we puked back down on the last hour, retesting my long-term moving average. So I'm going to zoom out and you see, as I zoom out here and going all the way to kind of early June, and that, thick blue, light blue moving average there, that's a long-term moving average on the 65-minute chart. You can see right here, that's a support that it did act as support back in late July, early June resistance, and now we're back at that level, this vicinity here, 400 level. So despite the fact that we did see a very fast and furious tankage on Friday and continuation with the down gap this morning, we held a little bit. At least the market is kind of aware of this level. Obviously, bulls are still very much scared, and that's what we saw in the last hour. So here's what can we expect for this week, right? So first of all, we talked about, emphatically emphasize the fact that this island gap that needed to be filled or gapped over by the bulls. If not, things will get very, very ugly, very, very fast, especially with the fact that my midterm moving average was there. And, that island gap is the strongest gap of it all. So this time we're dealing with the island top reversal gap. So that gap was never filled. And you see how quickly that midterm moving average right there, boss bears came in and shot down the bulls fast. That's the peak. That's that low where we did see that move commenced back in mid-July. So I measured that. It went down to the 50% retracement, which is coinciding with my long-term moving average. My last level fib is at 394. So this entire level, and this basically what this Fibonacci retracement level is telling us is if bulls want to make something of this bullish momentum, if they want to see some sort of a midterm higher low, they must protect 403.90 level, right? Up going into tomorrow, you got the micro term coming down at 407. We got the short term coming down at 412. And then we got the 4. So all those midterm, short term, micro term moving averages has been now reprogrammed to support the bears. They're now riding with the bear troops. It's gonna be difficult road ahead. It's gonna be hectic this week. Let's check out that oscillator. So there's one little good piece of information maybe bulls desperately need to see is that we do actually have the oscillator cross as of now after hitting that oversold level here, similar to what happened a couple weeks ago. In that cross alone is not gonna be a whole lot without the follow through. Whipsawing action is a possibility just because we've been seeing quite a bit of a bearish, presence the last couple weeks. So looking at the short to mid-term or so, we do have these lower highs and lower lows while the moving average is coming down. So this cross alone is not going to be a whole lot until we see strength and substantiating that signal with the price action, and this thing needs to be really start to gap back up and gap back up here and push it all the way to the top of it. And until then, I would have to say that if you're a buyer here, expect some difficulties going into this. We're gonna come back for you. We'll reassess the situation. Enjoy your evening and go train tomorrow.